Are you curious about an audio and video player that could make it easier to practice your instrument from recordings, including transcribing? Make it easier to practice your pronunciation learning a new language and write down what you're hearing. And also help you learn the dance steps you recorded in your last dance class. If so, I hope you'll take your time to see why I'm such a great fan of the app Transcribe. When I discovered Transcribe about 10 years ago, it made my work delivering transcriptions of pop and rock music to a Norwegian pop music publisher so much easier. For this intro, I will only show a couple of features that made the big difference for me in that respect. First, the possibility to put barlines and section markers on the waveform that also are reflected on the navigation bar that contains the whole song. So here I just left a couple of bars open to show how I put the markers. The next thing is the slowdown function. First 100%, which we can slow down to, for example, 70%, 50%, or any percentage down here. One more thing to mention is the tuning page, where you can transpose by half steps and fine-tune by cents if you want to play along with the recording. You can tune it up a little bit. Leaving the music part, let's move on to Transcribe as a language learning tool. After having reached an intermediate stage in my Spanish, I realized how great Transcribe is for practicing pronunciation and writing when you easily can control the playback of what you want to listen to. So here's an example in English. Click on the waveform to set the playback point.
Yes, question? Yes, question?
And we move the playback point with the E key.
What's the pay like? Is it good? What's the pay like? Is it good?
And so on. If you want to write what you're hearing, you can put text blocks above the waveform.
You have to learn how to communicate. You have to learn how to communicate.
You have to learn how to communicate. Just to show how it looks like when you have finished an entire transcription, here's one I've done in Spanish. So you see I've used different colors for different sections of the video. And new vocabulary I came across, I put in gray. If you want, you can easily transfer all these text to a coherent document in Word or OneNote, for instance. When studying Argentinian tango with my dance partner, Transcribe has become an indispensable tool for studying new steps and figures. What is most important here is the slowdown function. And here at half speed. The measure and beat markers of the music also come in handy for pinpointing specific things. And in this window, you can store bookmarks of certain spots in a video to have direct access. I hope you with this presentation got the idea of what you can use Transcribe for. It's also quick to learn.